What's good, everyone? What is good? Welcome back to the channel with your show, of course, Machiavelli. Hope you all are having a good day today. And today we're back with another episode. No, today we're back with another Sims 4 speed build. In today's speed build, we are going to be building a house. This house, I actually have no name for it. I know it's a renovation house, because it has a before and after. I don't know the backstory of this house. I don't even know what the style this is. Like, I'm thinking maybe rustic Scandinavian. I don't even know what the style is. I saw it on Pinterest, and you know me, I liked it, so I built it. But anyways, I hope y'all do enjoy it. I really can't say when this, like, I've really been slacking, y'all. I'm sorry. I've really been slacking when it comes to putting my stuff on the gallery. It's just that some of my stuff is just unfinished, and it's not even that I don't want to even finish it. It's just that whenever I go to finish it, I do something else. That's literally it. I'm not gonna sit here and make, oh, I'm busy. No, I just always do something else when it comes to instead of finishing my builds, because especially with this one right now, I'm actually filming while I'm doing this, so I'm trying to multitask, which I'm actually doing a pretty good job at it right now. But I struggle with these type of houses because I cannot see the backyard, so I don't know what it looks like, so then I don't know what to do. Like, simple as that. Like, I really struggle with the backyard, so I just leave them till later, and then later never comes. That's literally my biggest problem when it comes to my speed build. So right now I'm trying to finish the outside. I'm not loving it that much, to be completely honest with you. I'm trying to furnish the exterior, not furnish, I'm trying to make the exterior right now. I'm doing landscaping. As you know, landscaping ain't my forte, and so I'm really not, I'm not loving it. That was so cringy. But yeah, that's it though. I'm not too happy with it. I'm like, the way they have it on this one, I don't have, like, like, we technically have the flowers in the Sims 4, but they just don't look the same as they do in the photo, so they won't look the same if I layer them down. So I'm not really too in love with the landscaping. Plus, I'm also, if I want to actually do it correctly, I'm gonna have to use the landscaping tool, which, if you don't know, I suck with that tool, so I'm not even gonna attempt to touch it. Whenever I try to make hills and stuff with my Sims, it just never works well. I know I need to, like, test it out and try it. I remember in the Sims 3, I was really good. Excuse me. I was really good with terrain tools, but Sims 4, I just can't master it. I'm telling you, I'll never be a master builder just because I can't use that tool. It's never gonna happen. But I am actually not, you know what? It's actually not too bad. I've done worse, literally. I'm going to get rid of this one. I will say though, what I love about this build is the stairs. The stairs are flipping stunning. I made like a little, like, pattern with it, because if you look at the photo, the stairs are quite, I'm not say funky, but they're quite weird. They have their own little style to them, which I like. So I try to recreate that with that. I just try to, like, make it funky and fun, and I really like it, so I hope y'all enjoy it too. But yeah, I hope y'all do enjoy the build. I will try my best to get these out today. I do have to watch a few things first. That comes out at 4 o'clock. I watch Love Island, of course, so I have to watch that. But when I'm done, I'll see if I can get this done. We'll see. Again, I'm such a bad Sims 4 creator because I never give y'all my content. It's terrible, it really is. But anyways, how y'all doing? Hope y'all doing great. I'm not doing too well. I think I killed one of my plants, and so I was mourning this morning. That said, I was so depressed. It's not even fun. Okay, I won't say depressed. I think people always use that word, but I was so sad this morning. I was like, with me, I don't say I'm a crybaby, but when I put a lot of effort into something and then it dies, or it doesn't give it back, for example, with the plants, you put all this effort to growing it and then they don't, like, bloom, or they don't fruit, then you get discouraged. And I get discouraged very easily, and when I get discouraged, I give up, because in my mindset, it is sad, but there's no point of trying when you're gonna fail. So I just mourn it, and then I move on. Actually, no, I have different ways. So how I go about things is, of course, I have to cry about it first. It's what I do. Like, for example, when I was stuck in Japan at one time because of stupid China. I'll explain that later. Not say stupid China, just stupid China rules. I'll explain that later. yeah, when I was sick in China, I called my mom. I had a panic attack. I cried for about a good 30 minutes, and then I calmed down, and then I got done. So that's why I go. I have my ways of dealing with stuff. I first I have to cry about it because that's just what I do. See, this is why I can't multitask. I have no clue what the hell I just did there. I really need to furnish as part of the house, but I don't know what to do with it. Anyways, yeah. So I always cry about it first, and then so yeah. Okay, I'll tell you about that. So, anyways, a few years ago in 2018, I went on a trip by myself to Japan because I try to go to Japan or Tokyo every 2 years. I don't know, I love it down there. It's like my home away from home. So I always try to go down there every 2 years. I was supposed to go last year, 2020, but of course, do you know what happened? So anyways, the last time I went there, I rode with a Chinese airline. I think it was Shang. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember, but I rode with them. And honestly, when I went there, it was really fine. Even though when I went to China, it was quite racist. Like honestly, I remember I was walking down the hall, like the hallway, and I was like, "Yo, yo, yo, what's good?" I'm like, just talk to me normally. Like, oh, because I'm black, you think rap and stuff. Anyway, it was the weirdest thing. But anyways, yeah, I actually really liked it. The food was actually pretty good down there. I had for dinner I had McDonald's because I didn't like again I just first it was my first time in China, so I didn't really know what to eat, and I just went to China. I went to China. I went to McDonald's because it was there, and I got myself chicken nuggets and Sprite. I still remember that. It was pretty good, and it was actually pretty cheap. So I remember that, and then after that, I went ahead and for breakfast, I got myself like this soup and this bread thing. It was really delicious. It was really yummy. So yeah. Anyways, so I took the China Airlines. Oh my god, my phone's dead. So yeah, that means I cannot look at the image anymore. That sucks. Uh, Back to what I was saying. So yeah, I went to the airline. No, no, no. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, when I was coming back. So what happened was, in China, you cannot fly into the country if your passport expires within 3 months, which I did not know that. I went there in April. I was coming back in May. My passport expired in August. So literally, the expiry date would have so pretty much I was supposed to fly out on the 16th. My passport in China expired on the 13th. So if I would have traveled on the 12th, I probably would have been stuck in China because again, I would have left on the 13th and my passport expired, so I wouldn't be able to leave. So anyways, so I think it was a good thing because in China there is no like way to contact people. Like I remember I tried to call my mom, I couldn't do that. Like there was Wi-Fi, but yeah, I couldn't use any of my Google stuff to do it. So I had to download this really weird app, and that was the only way I could contact my mom was through that. That was something else. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is so when I found out that I couldn't like because I went there that day, again I had no money at this point. I used up all my money. I was literally running on spare change, so I had nothing on me, and I was starving because again whenever I go to Japan, I always underestimate how much money I'm actually gonna spend. So I'll bring $700 and I'll end up spending the $700 within the time I'm there. So when it's time for me to go, I'm dead broke. But the good thing was I still had some because the I forget what the currency in China is. I know yen is Japan, but I don't Japanese. I don't know. Anyways, but I had Chinese money, I guess, and so I was planning to because again the food there was pretty cheap. So I was planning just to buy stuff when I get to Shanghai. But then of course I found out that my tickets been not like everything like I can't travel there, so I had a mini panic attack, and so I ended up calling my mom and I ended up sobbing saying I'm stuck in Japan. But at that time I didn't realize that's a really good thing to be stuck. Like I totally could have expanded my trip if I want to. I was just broke. Only reason I couldn't expand my trip was because one, my ATM cards was not working, so I had because what I normally do, I did the first time was I'd go to the bank and I would transfer I'd draw out money, which I did the first time when I came here, which was totally fine. But I guess because I got a new card, I never activated it. So when I went to go So when I went to go transfer the money into my account, it wouldn't let me, and so I was pretty much broke the last like 2 days. And so when I found out that my trip was gonna be canceled, I had a panic attack. Of course, like I'm in Japan, I got no money. Like if I had money, I probably would have expanded my trip. Honestly, I really could have. I would have just done that, but I couldn't. I had no money on me, so I had to, thank God. On like when I say God somehow made this work, but my cousin lives in Japan, and so if not, I probably would have to sleep in. I probably would have to had to sleep in the airport till the next day. But since he lived in Japan, I probably honestly should have just slept in the airport because I had to lug my luggage all the way to where he lived, and that was heavy as heck to like all that stuff I had to do. And I was just waiting in the subway by myself because he was late. It was so awkward, honestly. It was one of the most awkward situations I was in. But yeah, I was just waiting, sitting there in the lobby, waiting for him to come and pick me up. But yeah, I still remember that day. That day I spent how much what? I spent so much money on the plane ticket, and then I had to go and change my yen for money, and I couldn't even have dinner that night. Thank God my cousin's girlfriend cooked me food, because if she didn't cook me, I would have no money, because all I had was money to get from his house to the train station, and that's it. So I literally had no food until I went on the flight. And then when I was on the flight, I had to beg the flight attendant to give me a second meal because I was starving. I had no money. I had nothing. And then when I went to the United States, again, I had no money because my cards weren't working, so I couldn't even get U.S. money. So for literally for the whole flight, because the flight was like 15 minutes or so, no, 15 minutes, my bad, 15 hours. I only ate was actually, that's a lie. I had two things that morning. That's a lie. I had a bit of money left over from the train because I took the long way. So I left early, took the long way. It's gave me like a few yen to spend. So I had two corn dogs and two onigiris, which is like these rice balls, and I had one rice ball left. Thank God the people in the plane let me take it, because I fully thought they were gonna take it away from me because I forgot I was in my bag, but they totally said it was okay. And so I just ate that while I had actually, no, I didn't even eat that. I had to save it. I was starving at one point, but I was like, no, Malik, this is all you have to eat. You have no US money, you're gonna have to eat this. So I ate it when I got to the United States. But yeah, like I struggled that day. It was hard, especially because again, when I first found out, I gave up. I literally gave up. I was like, what was I gonna do? I just bawled my eyes out because I was like, I'm stuck. I'm like, listen, you're stuck in Japan. How is that a bad thing? Like, think about it now. I really wish like a cards were working, because I totally could have extended I could have just got an Airbnb for the next like week or so and stayed in Japan for a bit longer, only if my cards are working. So that's the part that sucked. But other than that, it was a pretty good trip. I really enjoyed it. I got a lot of souvenirs that I still have to this day. Like, I really can't wait to go back. I love Japan. I love it so much. I love it down there. Like, I should have been, my goal this year was to go so I could visit the Tokyo Games, but of course that didn't happen. Oh my god, I gotta end off this commentary here because again, I can talk up a storm. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you all next one. I'm out. This is peace. Bye bye. Bye. Later. I love y'all. Peace.